Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video. Today we're going to be looking at Karma Chapter 1. This is an RPG which doesn't really have much of a story from what I can tell. The reason why I say this is because the tutorial, if you want to call it that, is long-winded and unusually difficult for a tutorial. It's not difficult in that the enemies have complex combat mechanics, or that it is difficult in that it presents a challenge to you. It's difficult because the idea of a tutorial is to teach you the basic moves, which seem to be the only moves in the game, and then just constantly fire enemies at you until you die, unless you are lucky enough to get out. The reason why I say that you are lucky enough to get out is because there is a massive feedback problem with this game so far. There are no options to speak of, in that there are actually no options at all. You get continue, new game, and quit. That is all you get. You get no inventory at the beginning. I don't know if it goes any further than that. Like I say, I haven't got out the tutorial yet because I've tried it 3 or 4 times now and just die really horribly. The lose screen is horrendous. Graphically, this game needs to be, like, it leaves a lot to be desired. We're going to jump in. Also, you can't skip the cutscene when you jump in. The only good thing is that it 100% does have visual support. So apparently, if you quit back to new game or back to the main menu, you lose the chance to continue, even though I was starting at the very beginning. So you literally have to go through the same cutscene, and if you can call it that, where you just load in and you get this really bare bones, something's happening in the village, better go find out what it is. The health bar and the stamina bar are very, very bare bones, and like, it doesn't give you a way, which you would expect a tutorial of this degree to give you, to find out how to gain health. Like, you've just got to make it to the end of this really long path that is obscenely long. Like, there's just no need for it to be this long. Also, interestingly, the double jump, you jump for an alarmingly long amount of time. Now, I have tried just running past all these guys, but they just follow you forever. The aim mode is not ideal. You've got magic, and you've got like your melee. Now, when I say there's no feedback, I don't know if I've hit them or not, because like, the game just doesn't let you know that you've hit them, aside from this like weird animation they do. And the amount of damage you take is disproportionate. There's no health bar, so I don't know if I'm near to killing them. Like, some seem to take less damage than others. The amount of enemies that come at you are just random. Like, from a tutorial, I'd expect, you know, 1 enemy, then 2 enemies, then 3 enemies, or 1 enemy, then 4, then 5. Like, I'd expect it to be more as you go along, but this is sometimes 4, sometimes 1, sometimes 6, sometimes more than that. Your melee just, it doesn't feel impactful. You know, there's no feedback that you've hit them. You know, it doesn't give you any of that feedback. It feels really disconnected. It's very basic as well, like very, very basic, and it's just a bit underwhelming. The animations seem to take far too long as well. Like, it takes far too long to finish an animation before you get out, and I don't understand why you have to summon your axe every time. Why can't you just have it equipped? The targeting is lackluster as well, because you can target like that, but there's no snap-on to target. So I can't switch between which enemy I want to target on, which means if one gets behind me and I don't see it, I'm dead. Like, straight up, just dead. And it just, I don't know, like I say, this is just a tutorial, so hopefully there's an item screen. Hopefully there's a way that I can, you know, gain health back, or if it's just single death, get to a checkpoint, hope for the best. If it is, this is not impressed. For an RPG like this, I want items, I want loot, I want to be able to, like, change my spells, etc. And it doesn't give that impression that you can do that. Like, if you press the start or the escape, it just takes you straight back to the main menu, and then you can either start again, or continue off from where there was the last save point that it doesn't tell you that there was one. So, I mean, there, look, the amount of damage I just took there from 2 hits for a tutorial is just disproportionate. Although this is the first time I've completed it. I've made it to the end of the village. There you go.
I wonder where the villagers left the key.
So I made it all the way to the door, and it wants me to go all the way back to where I just came from, to the village, to find a key. Why? Why have you made me do this? That is an just astonishing amount of time. Like, why? Why is the starting scene this long? You could halve this path and make the experience much more enjoyable. Like, this makes me not want to play any further. I don't want to play this game. I don't want to see what this game has in store. I don't want to find out if there are other spells. I don't want to find out what I can equip my champion with. There's no character creation. There's nothing. You just load in to this dude here with apparently an axeman that's causing the village trouble, even though the axeman is not in the village at all. And I've got to now hunt through huts to find a key to walk all the way back there to get out. This game is horrendous. It's the worst RPG I think I've ever played. And I've still got enemies coming at me. So again, if I'm not careful, I'm going to die and have to do all this again because there's not been a checkpoint yet, unless that scene was a checkpoint. Like, there's clipping when I'm in the buildings. The camera control is horrible. I don't want to play this game anymore. Let me know if you do. Let me know if this is a game that you could get behind, maybe. Let me know if you've played this game further than what I have. Let me know if it gets good, because I'm failing to see it. It's not gripped me. It's left me feeling very underwhelmed. It's left me feeling frustrated. Why have I got so many things coming at me when I've already been around and killed them all? And I'm now looking for a key that doesn't really make much sense. I don't understand, guys. I'm not impressed. I had high hopes for this. You know, I was like, cool, this looks a little bit like, you know, Witcher style third-person RPG, and instead it's just spam these enemies because they're going to keep coming at you until you die, and you've got to try and find things in the meantime with no real purpose or reason. I've got no connection to this character. The story is just not there. So I'm going to switch this off now and go and play Final Fantasy XIV, which is an MMORPG that I do enjoy with actual decent story, potion system, a tutorial that makes sense, and better graphics. Yeah. This has been Karma, Chapter 1. I pray to God that there is not a Chapter 2. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope to see you all next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Ciao, ciao, guys. Ciao, ciao.